Hi craft team, welcome to our craft instructional video. It's a pop-up card of Adam and Eve eating the fruit. Now this is a bit complicated, so watch carefully because we have a lot of steps. Now to prepare the craft, make sure that you have your materials ready. We will need our base pop-up card, which is this coloring page. Then we'll need 4 moving parts: the hand, this thin strip of paper, the fruit, and the rectangle. We'll also need some double-sided tape and a pair of scissors. Now, let's prepare the craft. First step is easy. We will just fold the base card in half. Now, this is a coloring page and I printed it on board paper. Now, take both sides, align them together, and fold it in half. It's quite easy, right? But make sure that the fold is nice and tight and that the edges are aligned because this is the base and foundation of our pop-up. Now we're going to set up the pop-up rectangle. This is where you need to watch carefully. First, grab these rectangles on both ends and fold. So make sure to fold them nice and tight in both directions. Next, do you see this line over here? I'm going to grab a pencil and there is a straight, short line and we are going to fold along that line. So I'm really making sure, especially because this is board paper, I'm making sure that my folds are nice and tight. Next, take a look at this diagonal line here in the template. We are going to fold along that diagonal line. So as you can see, I did not unfold the first fold that I made. So I am folding this on both sides to make sure that the pop-up mechanism is smooth. Now we're gonna push that V fold inward and it should look like this. So that's the V fold mechanism. Now it's time to attach the rectangle to the base card. So I'm gonna grab my rectangle and I'm gonna grab the base card. You remember those 2 rectangles that we folded on the first step of the rectangle? Those are going to be the flaps that attach to the base card. And if you look carefully, there is already a marker for where that rectangle will attach, and the shoulders of Eve should align to the drawing on the rectangle. Now I'm going to grab my double-sided tape and I'm going to put it there on the marker on the base card. So I'm just going to remove the double-sided tape film and then carefully position the flap facing downward, meaning it's already folded, and I'll make sure that the shoulders of Eve align. Now let's flip that rectangle to the left and then fold. So as you can see, there is a rectangle over there that's on the right side. I'm going to grab my double-sided tape, put some double-sided tape on that rectangle. I want it to the very left of that outline. Just right there. It should attach to the very left side of that rectangle. Next, I'm going to remove the double-sided tape film and watch this. If I carefully fold, so remember it's folded like this. Now I'm going to carefully fold over the base card. And when I open it, it's perfectly attached with the V fold inward. Now, this is quite easy already. We're going to attach the fruit and the hand. So first, let's get the fruit. Let's take this tiny strip of paper with a corner cut at the end to perfectly fit this triangular area of the V fold. Now I'm going to grab a tiny piece of double-sided tape and I'm just going to attach it to the back of that tiny or slim strip of paper. Now because there is already a corner that's cut, you can either cut this double-sided tape or you can fold it over. So I chose to cut it. Now I'm going to remove that double-sided tape film. Make sure it's just a tiny portion that has double-sided tape because the fruit has to extend. So I removed that double-sided tape film and carefully I positioned it on the right triangle. Right there. Next, let's see if it works. So it's gonna work like that. So this strip of paper is gonna bring the fruit up to Eve's mouth. Now speaking of fruit, grab that fruit. Now put a tiny piece of double-sided tape on the opposite end of that strip. And this is where we're gonna attach the fruit. Like this. And that's about it. Now, let's see if it works again. Perfect! Now, the last thing that we are gonna attach is the hand. So, in the rectangle, there is already a curve to guide us where to attach the hand. So, just align that curve to the hand. Now, again, I'm gonna grab some double-sided tape. I'm gonna put it on the rectangle and I'm gonna attach the hand. As you can see, the hand is gonna float above the base card. So don't glue the right side anymore. Now, our complete craft kit is basically our pop-up that is set up. So it's just a coloring page with a really cool pop-up. All the kids have to do now is to color their pop-up card in any way that they want. So for me, I'm going to use some markers because I'm trying to do this quickly. But usually in classrooms, we give out crayons. So don't worry if it's going to be hard for them to color because we printed this on board paper and board paper is supposed to be sturdy. And that just means they can move the parts without actually ripping them. And that's it. We're now done with our craft. Our final craft should look like this. Thanks for watching.